English debaters, come forward. Be fast. The first and the second speaker. Who is the first speaker?
You said that you are going to choose.
Okay, fine. Start your own. Pick any topic of your choice.
I should start?
Yes.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, respected teachers, my worthy opponents, and my fellow students. I welcome and acknowledge you all. I am very eminent to Adam Elias, the undisputable, the champion, and the loudest speaker representing MSS and Caro is here to oppose the motion which says the current minimum wage is sufficient for an average Nigerian worker. Let me bring you close to the facts. Firstly, many Nigerian workers, include those earning the minimum wage, cannot afford food, housing, healthcare, and education. The current minimum wage is not sufficient to provide a decent standard of living, especially considering the rising of goods and services. While Nigerian workers are put undervalued and unable to meet their basic needs, it can lead to social unrest and instability. While Nigerian workers are seeing minimum wage adjustments over time, the real power of the minimum wage has not significantly improved. Let us stop and touch the pain and the heart of civil servants, which is being recognized as the removal of fuel subsidy, naira subsidy, health subsidy. This is I mentioned. There are the biggest problems in our lovely Nigeria today. Let us flash back in the year 2015 during Goodluck Abele Jonathan, the man of peace. Things are not like that. Prices are in increase from them, but now Nigerians are in critical condition. In conclusion, there is one woman in my village. That woman has 7 children. Do you know how much is his salary? It's just 70,000 naira, and that amount of money won't be enough to secure the responsibilities of his family. Our youth are really lazy teaching education scam in Yahoo boys. Yahoo boys. Yahoo boys. They believe in cheating people by collecting their money without the public assistance for agenda and promotion, which is not reducing some of the problem. I hope you let and you take it and send no to Yahoo in order to keep our country in a proper condition. With this few points of mine, I hope I shake and I can break the mind of my opponent. And I believe I convince that I will never confuse you. Thank you all.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, distinguished guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm by name Bintu Muhammad, and I am representing Karo Area Council, and I am here to support the motion that the current minimum wage is sufficient for an average Nigerian. First of all, let us understand the concept of minimum wage. It is a fixed amount of money paid to a civil servant at the end of the month. Modern name for it is salary. Now, the current minimum wage is in Nigeria is 70,000 naira. The question is, can this be able to cater for all the needs of average Nigerian? I boldly say yes. Firstly, a high rate often leads to wasteful spending, while a moderate rate encourages careful management, budgeting, and contentment. 70,000 naira is enough to instill discipline and meet the needs of average Nigerian without unnecessary extravagance. If a worker cannot live comfortable on 70,000 naira, does it mean the wage is insufficient, or that our society today has become too expensive? Is sufficient all about the money earned or how wisely it is being spent? Secondly, the Nigerian government have provided subsidy on essential services. Public school centers and primary health care centers are accessible at little or no cost. This means a large portion of family needs can be met without heavy expenses, making the wage sufficient. Thirdly and finally, when compared to some other African countries, Nigeria wage is relatively higher, giving Nigerians an advantage in meeting daily needs, provided they manage resources wisely. Ladies and gentlemen, with wise spending, support system, opportunities for income, the current minimum wage is sufficient for an average Nigerian. Therefore, With this, I strongly support the motion that the current minimum wage is sufficient for an average Nigerian. Thank you.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, MSSN executives, panel of judges, respected teachers, my worthy opponents, and my fellow students. Standing before you is the unshakable, courageous, and gallant speaker, Rahma Ilyas, representing Karo Area Council. I am strongly, boldly, and elegantly standing here to oppose the motion which says prioritize rural electrification over urban development. Let me bring you closer to facts. Think of this way. Lagos and Abuja are like the engines of Nigeria. If you fix the engine, the whole car moves forward. But if you focus on the back seat while the engine is smoking, the whole car still breaks down. This is exactly what will happen if we rush to electrify villages while cities remain underdeveloped. The cities are where industries are based, where jobs are created, and where investors put their money. If we develop cities like Lagos, Kano, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, industries will thrive, more jobs will be created, the economy will grow, and the benefits will flow down the villages. Ladies and gentlemen, if we ignore the cities and start wiring small villages first, we are like a driver polishing the car windows while the engine refuses to start. In the same way, no matter how bright villages are, Nigeria as a whole cannot move forward. So I strongly oppose this motion without an iota of doubt that rural electrification should be prioritized over urban development. Thank you.
Okay. Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah reward you abundantly. We'll now take the second round. You will still pick any topic of your choice and present. Now,
Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, respected teachers, my only opponents, and my fellow students. I welcome and acknowledge you all. I am Banim Aminatu Adam Ilyas, the undisputable, the champion, and the loudest speaker representing MSS and Karo is here to oppose the motion which says ban use of AI in all Nigerian secondary school. Let me bring you close to the fact. Firstly, with this human interaction. Education is not just about knowledge or money. It is also about building relationship between teachers and students. Instead of asking teachers questions, discussing in classmates, or engaging in group study, many students use simply talk to AI for instant answer. This positioning discourages students, intellectuals, arguless, debateless. Take a look at me and at all of us. We will not focus on AI and we will not allow it to disconnect us socially. Students who depend on AI miss out on mental skills like public speaking, teamwork, and conflict resolution. In conclusion, so while AI may offer convenience, it comes at the cost of something far more valuable: human connection. With this true point of mind, I hope I shake and I build the mind of my opponents, and I believe I convince that I will never confuse you. Thank you all.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, distinguished guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm by name Bintu Muhammad, and I am representing Karo Area Council. And I am here to oppose the motion that there should be only a single tenure for a president. True democracy means the citizens have the right to either re-elect or reject their leaders. Forcing a single term limits the people power to choose. The Abuja-Kaduna rail line started under President Olusegun Obasanjo, abandoned during Yar'Adua tenure, revived under Goodluck Jonathan, and finally completed under President Muhammadu Buhari. Such projects need continuity. What about the Jonathan School and Marjorie School initiative to educate our children in the north? A single-term presidency would rather cut it short. A country like Nigeria with deep-rooted problems, infrastructure, and education cannot be transformed in just one short tenure. Please answer this. Is it democratic to deny a citizen the right to keep a leader they genuinely want? Nigeria needs good governance, accountability, not artificial restrictions that weaken democracy. Therefore, I strongly oppose the motion that a president should serve only a single term. Thank you.
Good day, Mr. Chairman,